Hello and welcome to A Quest for Metal. My throat is dying today, so if I sound a bit hoarse, no, that's why. But today we're going to go through my favourite albums and what I thought of a lot of the albums I've heard for the first half of the year. I've heard a fuckload of albums this year already, so I think I'm in a good standing to say my opinions on a lot of them. So we're going to go through the albums and we're just going to tell you my thoughts. Soilwork released enlighten. I think that's how you say it. Really enjoyable album, this one. Really enjoyable, but I never went back to it. I think I listened to it about 3 times and then I just kind of stopped. The songs themselves are really good. It's just, it didn't have that lasting staying power for me. So, I guess if I was gonna rate the album, it would be a 7 out of 10, because it was enjoyable. It's just, it didn't stick with me, you know? So, let's carry on. What else we got? Swallow the Suns, When a Shadow is Forced into the Light. One of the best of this year so far. Fucking love this album. Fucking love the emotion in his voice. The emotion of all the songs. Because the singer's wife, Aaliyah, she passed away of cancer. And I think this is the first album after that, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So just the emotion in everything is just so out there. I love it. This is... Oh, is it going to be a 10 out of 10? 9 out of 10. I'm going to say 9 out of 10 so far. I need to give it more listens before it gets to 10 out of 10, but absolutely a beautiful album, so check Swallow the Sun's album out if you haven't. It is Doom if you like that kind of stuff. Next, Soen's album Lotus, really fun album, kind of proggy, kind of gives you the fullness of a Tool album without being a Tool album, so it's a nice little gap before the next Tool album, so I like it for that. Within Temptation's Resist came on the same day, or February the 1st, and I love that album. Supernova, Supernova, such a good song, and The Reckoning with Jacob Shagaraga, and the one with fucking Anders. I really love that song, and I can't remember what it's called, but this album's really fucking good. If you haven't heard Within Temptation's new symphonic metal album, it's fucking fantastic, so go check it out. Especially because a lot of my followers like Nightwish. If you like Nightwish, you'll like Within Temptation, so please check out the new Within Temptation album. Avantasia's Moonglow, kind of like a rock opera kind of album. Had some really good guest vocals on. The one with Hansi from Blind Guardian, well, there's 2 with Hansi, but the long one with Hansi is a breathtaking song. And also the one with the guy from Creator is my favourite song on the album. It's so, when he kicks in with those vocals, it's just like, ah! So good. The rest of the album, I'm not too keen on. I did enjoy it at first, but then after multiple listens, it's kind of got a bit too cheesy for me. I'm afraid to admit, it's gotten a bit too cheesy. But those 2 songs are fucking fantastic. Same day, the 15th of Feb, Rotting Christ released The Heretics, which is an amazing album. The Raven, oh, what a song. What a song that is. It incorporates the poems from Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven, obviously, into the song, and it just works so fucking well. And I hate spoken word parts, but this just works so fucking well. I love it. So that is an amazing album as well. Next we have Dream Theater, a big one, with Distance Over Time. Really enjoyable album. I like every song from the album, I think. I like all the songs from the album. My least favourite is probably Room... I don't know what the number is, but it's Room something something, which was created by the bassist. It's still fun. It's just a bit generic compared to the rest of the songs on the album. S2N though, oh, that fucking juicy bass. Doon doon diddle 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 doon 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 diddle diddle diddle. So good, so good. And also Pale Blue Dot and At Wit's End has great songs on here. Can't fault the album at all. I think it's a solid 8 out of 10 or 8.5. You know, it's a solid album. Next, Rhapsody of Fire released 8th Mountain, which is strange. I thought I'd hate it because the vocalist left to form his own project, but, you know, it was an enjoyable album overall. Probably not my favourite, probably my least favourite Rhapsody of Fire album, to be honest, because it lacked the soaring vocals. I think Fabio was the name. But it's still enjoyable as a whole, so check it out if you're craving some more power metal. Check out Rhapsody's latest album. Next, into March, we have In Flames dropping Eye the Mask, which is a return to form. In Flames kind of brought it back with this album after the last 2 fucking debacles, but this one is a great album. The title track is amazing. I love this. No, not This Is a House. That's a fucking terrible song. I'm Above. Fucking love that song. And Burn and quite a lot of other songs on the album. So it's an enjoyable album overall. Next, and probably in running for my favourite album of the year, is Cellar Darling's The Spell. I barely knew the band until I heard this album, and then I love the band now completely. And I got the first album and it's amazing as well. But this one, just the whole concept of everything, just each song has like a title like Death or Burn or Drown, and it just goes through the story, and I think it's about her falling in love with death. Just the whole concept of the album and every song in it is just magical. I love how weird it is to add hurdy-gurdy solos in. It's like a Tool album, but with amazing female vocals as well. And I don't know, I can't gush about this album enough. Go listen to this album in full, I love it. 10 out of 10. Easily 10 out of 10 for me. Probably my favourite of the year. Which is surprising, because Dream Theater dropped one. And like, loads of other big bands, In Flames dropped one. Not Killswitch, they're coming soon. And then this one, which I never heard, came out. And I'm just like, yeah, this is fucking great. So next, Devin Townsend's Empath, another fucking amazing album. It's Devin, what can you expect? He makes good albums, this is a good album. The the music video with the fucking dolphins and the cats and just everything. It's just an amazing album. If you like your music eccentric and weird, go listen to Empath right now. Another album which took me by surprise, Whitechapel's The Valley. I never heard Whitechapel before, and then I checked this album out and it blew me away. I was like kind of on the fence because I'm usually like, core albums, core genres are a bit hit and miss for me, but then I checked out Whitechapel and I was like, yeah, this is fucking good. Black Bear, I think it's called Black Bear. What a fucking song that is. What a fucking stomp along song that is. Love it. And then you got like Hickory Creek, which is a lovely little, I don't want to say ballad, because it's still quite heavy, but really melodic. Really love it. So The Valley by Whitechapel, please check that out if you're into any kind of core. It's amazing. Next, Eluvate released Atagnatos, which is a fun little album. I prefer Sally Darling's, if I'm being honest. But this one is still really fun. It's a good folk metal album, if you're craving that. Next, we have Sun O, / drone metal album. The songs are like 14 minutes long. Not a lot of speaking, not a lot of singing. Just very dull, kind of like... But if you're into that, this album's amazing. I love it. It kind of just drifted me off. It's like Doom, but to the extreme. But if you just like to relax, this album, just throw this album on. Life metal. Throw it on. Put it in the background. Lovely. Lovely fucking album. Next, we have Abomath with the Berserker. Fucking great album. Great return to form from Abomath. The Berserker on Stamford Bridge. Just the whole story of that song. Oh. Raven's Flight. Shield Wall. Vikings, raise the shield wall. On the front line, fight till death. So good. So fucking good. This album's amazing. Go listen to it right fucking now. Next, we have Ramstein. A big release. Releasing their untitled, self-titled album. Mixed feelings on this one. Didn't like it at first. It's grown on me a little bit. There's still some songs I don't like on the album. But I think the standout tracks are probably Radio. I really love Radio. That's really catchy. It has some catchy hooks in. I didn't like Auslander at first, but that's kind of grown on me. So I do kind of like that one now. As a whole, it's not as good as any of the other Ramstein albums. If we're being honest here, because I don't like to shit talk anyone, it's not that good compared to the rest of the albums. But it's still an enjoyable listen, so just listen to it anyway. Next, we have Deathspell Omega with the Furnaces of Palapinija. I just had a stroke. Really enjoyable black metal album from Deathspell. I know the whole controversy with them. I don't fucking care. If they make good music, I don't care. I mean, it's not the best from them. Paralactus is probably the best. I love that album. But is it Paralactus? I think it's Paralactus. But yeah, it's enjoyable. So if you're craving some black metal, please check them out. Next, probably my favourite album of the year, tied with Cellar Darling, might jump it, and that's Flesh God Apocalypse. Holy shit. The Violation. No, Villano. Villano is a beautiful album. 10 out of 10. Easily, every song on it is a killer. Pissing on the score. Oh, so good. What's the Mona Lisa one? Is it literally called Mona Lisa? Because that one's fucking fantastic as well. Sugar. Push, push, push. So good. Literally nothing bad to say about this album. It is one of the best. I just spat on the lens. I hope it doesn't show up on the screen, but I think we're good. Amazing album. From start to finish, go listen to this album right fucking now. Next, we have Darkthrone's Old Star. Black metal again, and this is a great album. A very weird kind of album. It kind of incorporates kind of like the old Darkthrone with the new, kind of mixing it into this cool mixture. It's called mesh. I like it for that. I still need to listen to a lot more Darkthrone. I heard Under a Funeral Moon now, and I heard A Blaze in the Northern Sky, and they're all fucking awesome. And this one's great as well. It's not as good as those, obviously, but it's still great. Next, Garl's Weird. You know, Garl from Gorgoroth. His experimentally folky black metal atmospheric album, that's a mouthful, is really enjoyable as well. I think I prefer it to Darkthrone's one as well, but it is just a fucking great album. So if you're into some experimentally weird black metal, listen to this one. Next we're into July, and that's this month, so we're closing it down with some other albums, and the first one is Abomath. Fucking amazing album. Outstrider. Again, one of my favourites of the year. Outstrider grows on you, it grows on you, grows on you. It's fucking amazing. Harvest Fire! I can't do black metal vocals, but every song's fucking fantastic. Scythewind is amazing. Harvest Pyre is amazing. Just so many good songs. So many good songs. Okay, I think that's about it. There is one other, and that's Batushka. And I'm talking about the real Batushka, not the knockoff one. I can't remember what it's actually called. It's not Rhapsody, it's the other one. But, you know, the one from the original founding member. Absolutely beautiful album. Beautiful atmospheric black metal album. Kind of like the debut album by them. So, please check that one out. Yeah, both albums pretty good, but the original Batushka, the fucking amazing one, is fantastic album. 9 out of 10, I think, for me. So yeah, that's the albums, my thoughts on the albums this year so far. We have more months to go, more albums to go. Opeth's new album, you know I'm going to fucking love that. Tool's new album, again, you know I'm going to love that. Blind Guardian's coming out with an album. Oh, the end of this year is going to be fucking amazing. Can't wait for it. Can't fucking wait for it. So that was my quick run through of the albums and bands this year. Let me know what your favourite albums are for the first half of 2019 and put them in the comments below, because it's interesting to check out everyone's opinions. So yeah, that was my list, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.